This coming Monday, January 26th, marks one of the most important Social Security payment updates we've seen so far this year, and it's something millions of seniors, retirees, veterans, and people receiving disability benefits need to be aware of right now. This change isn't just technical or administrative, it can directly affect when your money arrives, how accurate your deposit is, and even the final amount that lands in your bank account after deductions are applied. If you depend on Social Security retirement benefits, SSI, SSDI, or related programs, this is not something you can ignore, because these updates are already being put into motion and they are not optional. A lot of people assume that Social Security changes only happen once a year, maybe around cost of living adjustments, but that's not the case. Throughout the year, the Social Security Administration and the U.S. Treasury quietly make system updates that can impact real people in very real ways. This Monday is one of those moments. So today, we're going to walk through exactly what's changing, who it affects the most, how much your payment could shift, and what simple steps you can take right now to protect your income before Monday arrives. I'm James, and on this channel, my focus is breaking down verified Social Security and government updates in clear, simple English. No hype, no scare tactics, and no confusion. Just straightforward information so you know what's happening with your money. For this update, I spent hours reviewing official data from the Social Security Administration, the U.S. Treasury, and the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services. Everything you're hearing here comes directly from official payment schedules, Treasury coordination notices, and SSA adjustment memos, so you don't have to dig through confusing paperwork or government jargon on your own. Before we get into the specific changes, let's talk about why this matters so much. For many of you, your Social Security check isn't just extra income, it's your lifeline. It pays for groceries, keeps the electricity on, covers rent, and helps you afford medications you can't skip. I hear from viewers every single day who tell me their grocery bills have doubled, their rent has gone up again, or their prescriptions cost more each month, while their income stays nearly the same. When money is that tight, even a small delay or a small deduction can throw your entire month off balance. That's why even a change that looks minor on paper can feel huge in real life. This update is about more than systems and schedules. It's about stability and peace of mind. Starting Monday, January 26th, the Treasury Department and the Social Security Administration are implementing updated payment routing and adjustment protocols. In plain terms, this means the way payments are processed, timed, and finalized is being updated. Because of this, some people may see their deposit arrive a day earlier than usual, while others may see it arrive a day later. A smaller group may notice slight dollar changes tied to Medicare premiums, tax withholding adjustments, or prior corrections finally being applied. The reason this is happening on January 26th is because it falls at the end of a monthly reconciliation cycle. This is when SSI payments and late cycle SSDI payments are reviewed, corrected, and aligned before the next batch of payments begins processing. The Treasury and SSA are in the middle of a broader modernization effort aimed at reducing late deposits, fixing routing errors, and improving reliability, especially for people who use smaller banks, community banks, or credit unions. The long-term goal is fewer missed payments and fewer unexplained delays. The short-term reality is that some people may notice temporary timing shifts or small changes in net amounts. Now let's talk about who is most likely to be affected. According to coordination notices between the SSA and the Treasury, these changes mainly impact SSI recipients who receive direct deposit through regional banks or credit unions, SSDI beneficiaries whose payments fall on the later Wednesday schedule, retirees who recently changed Medicare or tax withholding settings, and veterans who receive both VA benefits and Social Security benefits that are processed together. To make this easier to understand, let's look at a couple of real-world examples. Take Dorothy, a 72-year-old SSDI recipient from Indiana. She normally receives her payment mid-week, but her bank recently switched to a new payment processor. This time, instead of her usual Wednesday deposit, she saw a pending deposit for Monday, January 26th. Nothing was wrong. Her payment wasn't changed or reduced. It was simply routed earlier under the new system. Then there's Carlos, a retired veteran in Arizona. His VA payment arrived 2 days earlier than expected, while his Social Security deposit showed up 1 day later. Again, no problem, no missing money, just part of the coordinated Treasury update. If something like this happens to you, it's important not to panic. Your benefits are not canceled, lost, or taken away. They are being processed under a new routing system. According to SSA scheduling data, this January cycle includes several consolidated payment windows, with January 26th acting as a key adjustment and reconciliation point for deposits that didn't align earlier in the month. Treasury data shows that roughly 2.1 million payments fall into this adjustment window. That includes hundreds of thousands of SSI recipients, nearly a million SSDI beneficiaries, and a large number of people receiving survivor or VA-linked benefits alongside Social Security. Some beneficiaries may notice small dollar adjustments, usually ranging from about $8 to $25. These changes are most often tied to Medicare Part B premium recalculations. This can happen if your premium changed during the year, if a prior appeal was processed using Form SSA 44, or if you're enrolled in a Medicare savings program. If you're part of programs like QMB, SLMB, or QI, your premium could actually be reduced automatically, potentially saving you up to $174 per month. A small percentage of beneficiaries may also see a one-time correction of under $10 due to rounding differences from previous cost of living adjustments. All of this is routine, documented, and verified through SSA and Treasury records. There is some genuinely good news here. These updates are designed to make the payment system more reliable going forward. One major improvement is fewer weekend-related delays. In the past, deposits that hit near a weekend could be held until Monday. Under the new system, many payments will process faster and more consistently. The update also improves coordination with Medicare give-back programs, which helps reduce duplicate deductions and billing errors. On average, these improvements could save seniors between $15 and $40 per month by preventing mistakes before they happen. For SSI recipients, the system now performs earlier eligibility checks for upcoming adjustments, which may help future increases show up more smoothly. That said, let's be honest. Even with these improvements, inflation is still hitting hard. Groceries, gas, rent, and medical costs continue to rise, and system upgrades don't erase that reality. If you notice your check is slightly lower, the most important thing to do is stay calm and verify the details. Log into your My Social Security account and review your benefit statement. It will clearly list Medicare premiums, tax withholdings, and any other deductions. If the difference is more than about $20, it's usually tied to Medicare or tax settings, not a random error. The system is smarter than it used to be, but it still depends on accurate information from you. To stay ahead of all this, there are a few simple steps you can take right now. Log into your My Social Security account and confirm your payment date, amount, and deductions. Double-check your bank routing and account numbers to make sure nothing has changed. Review your Medicare coverage and confirm that any savings programs you're enrolled in are still active. If you want more control over how much tax is withheld, review or adjust Form W-4V. And if you're struggling with medical or prescription costs, reach out to SHIP, your state health insurance assistance program, for free, personalized guidance. Looking ahead, once this January cycle finishes, the SSA will move into processing the next round of SSI payments. Soon after that, attention will turn to early data for the 2026 cost of living adjustment. Based on current inflation trends, early estimates suggest a COLA somewhere in the mid-2% range, though final numbers won't be confirmed until later in the year. That's when we'll get a clearer picture of what kind of increase may be coming next. I know this is a lot to take in. So let me say this clearly. Take a breath. These benefits didn't come out of nowhere. You earned them through years of work, long hours, and paying into the system. You deserve security and clarity, not stress and confusion. These changes do not take away your rights or your benefits. They are part of an effort to make the system work better for you. If this update helped you understand what's happening, consider liking the video so more people who rely on these benefits can see it. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, because I share verified updates as soon as they're released. And if you've noticed a change in your payment timing or amount, share your experience in the comments. It helps others feel less alone. Helpful links for Medicare savings programs, SHIP assistance, and extra support are pinned below. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you in the next update.